I'm gonna have to find a way in here because I don't want to drive a vehicle right in the front gate. Let's take him out. Dumb looking. I love sniping in this game. That's one thing I will praise this game for all day. I love sniping. So much fun. I mean, bullet drop isn't entirely realistic. I like it. I like that it's there. You know, it gives a little bit of reassurance, I guess, as far as the realism. But what I like about this game is it doesn't take itself too seriously. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't try to focus so much on being so realistic, you know? Like, physics in this game aren't entirely realistic. It doesn't claim to be. That's the thing. That's one thing that I really do like about this game. Ooh.
Spotty.
Yeah, looking.
Tango down.
Yeah, I like that it's not too serious about itself. I think it gives it a good feel.
We got it.
I mean, some people don't like that. Some people want this game to be, you know, full-on realism. They look for it in this game.
Hold up. There's a weapons case here.
Here we go. We got the weapon.
Nice.
But I don't, you know. I mean, I like some realisticness to it. Like, I'm playing on advanced right now. Playing on advanced and... Ooh, leveled up.
I'm taking the
Playing on advanced, and it takes... I mean, if I'm being stealthy, if I'm being sneaky, it takes one bullet. One bullet to kill someone. And I like that. That's cool. Uh-oh. I like that. Oh. Let's do bonus medals.
I got the location.
I like
of the
that it
cartel medal
doesn't...
given to one of their jackasses.
You know... It doesn't... Every enemy isn't a bullet sponge in this game. I like that. Oh god, I can't... Every enemy isn't a bullet sponge. And that's realistic. You know... And in some aspects, you know, there's some... Oh my god. I'm trying to talk and drive and it's just not... but in some aspects, it really is realistic, and in some it's not, and it doesn't try to be, and that's what I like. And you know, also it's fun. I know these cars really arcadey and everything, but it adds a certain, you know, it adds more fun to it. They probably sat down and said, how can we make this game an open world game with a pretty big open world? I mean, this game has a big open world. How can we make this game and make it, you know, you can't, with a game this size, you can't go full realistic. Because it won't be as fun, you know, it won't. But there's still some there, that's what I like. There's still some realisticness there. But they don't try to force it on it. And I think that was the right move. I think that was the right move. Because I think this will appeal to more people than it did before. Now, I'm not, by any means, a marketer for these games, but I think that more people will like this game now that it doesn't take itself too seriously. And that's just, I guess, looking out for the consumer in that aspect. Sweet, I lost him. Okay. Now, there was an... Oh, jeez, it blew right past it. M4. Okay. Only other weapons case in the whole province. I say I'm gonna go pick that up. I mean, I've already got an M4, tactical one, back, but let's just go pick it up. And this is an Unidad bike, I think, so if it is an Unidad base, I think I can do it. Oh my god! I can't drive. And I'm not trying to review this game as I play it. I like to say how I feel about games and everything, really. I like to say how I feel about it. I like to tell other people about my experiences. And they've so far been really good, except you check out some of the stuff that I've made, that we've done. me and my friend. You check out the other stuff that we've done. This game, I don't know if it's just us, but it can be easily and unintentionally broken in the multiplayer aspect, where my friend joins my session and the AI don't leave. My AI don't leave, and in my game, it does tell me that he joined, but he does not exist. He's not. After it says that, he's not on the side. He's not. I mean, he's gone. He's not a blimp on the map. He can get in a car and drive it.
That's a kill.
And
Tango marked, but he's got a...
And I wouldn't. I can only see the car move. I can't see him. I can't hear him. I can't see anything that he does, except if he drives a car. That is the only thing. Or flies a helicopter, or a plane, or a boat, you know, or rents a boat. Anything like that, I can see.
Sniper, take cover.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Got some intel here on a supply crate that got airdropped into an iffy place. You should confirm this personally.
Oh. Oh!
One less bad guy.
But if it's a, like if he shoots an enemy, and a lot of times he can't even shoot an enemy.
There's a weapons case here.
So I think there's just some bugs as far as the multiplayer in this game. I think he just got a buggy experience with the multiplayer. In fact, right now I'm using the M4 Tactical, in case you didn't know. Oh! Ow. Uh-oh.
That tango's down.
Yeah, right now I'm using the M4 Tactical. I need to get this thing and get out. Yeah, they're coming again. Well, we got a car? We got a car. Let's get in the buggy.
Let's go.
Come on. Just freaking drive. Yeah, I mean, it's just, there's some bugs, and I think they'll work them out. But yeah, it's just, we've broke it a couple times. I thought it was just gonna be a one-time thing, but we've broke the multiplayer a couple times, and in a way, it's more helpful. And in a way, it's more, I mean, I can't see anything. It's essentially a never joined at all, except he can drive around. I don't know. I guess it makes it more fun, a little bit. And I mean, there's a rare, and sometimes he can kill an enemy. Sometimes he can kill an enemy. But, oh, here we go. Come on now. And they're gonna drive right down the road. Sometimes he can kill an enemy.
Sorry about his brother, but I gotta have
most of the time, he can't damage anything. Or on his screen, he'll be able to blow stuff up. But on mine...
Alright, let's roll.
So, but content-wise, I love it. I love a game with a lot of content. There's a lot of content here. Some of it comes across a little repetitive. I mean, some of the stuff, you know... I mean, a lot of stuff, you gotta infiltrate a base, infiltrate a base, infiltrate a base. I mean, like, there's a lot of just infiltrating bases. But, and that's okay with me because I like the tactical standpoint. I like how my friend can throw up his drone and tag virtually every enemy in the place, and I can sit back with my sniper rifle and shoot him. I like that. I like that I can do that. It's fun, you know? And then after that, we can sneak in and get the guys inside of the compound that we couldn't see from outside. I like that. It's fun. Now, I don't like to be overloaded with it, like you sometimes are, but I do like how objectives are different. Now, you may have to infiltrate a base every time, or most times, but I do like how the objectives and the things that you are doing in each mission changes. And I like how there's just enough storyline to each province to make it feel like it's contributing to the story. I think that that's a valuable thing to have when you're when your game is set up like this, it's, you know, certain provinces, and once you finish that province, you basically solved a piece to the puzzle. I mean, I think it's important that you have that little bit of storyline that you do have through your phone calls and the couple cutscenes that you have per province. And there's about, I think I counted about 20 provinces, and there's about 4 missions, roughly, about probably average of 5 missions per province, and I think there's a couple of them that don't have, no, we're not talking about that. I think there's a couple of them that don't have missions. But I mean, these missions, they do get tougher. I mean, depending on what province you're in, the missions can be tough. Oh, thanks, buddy. The missions can be tough. And I mean, and especially, you know, I'm playing on advanced difficulty. I don't expect a lot of people to play on advanced difficulty.
People at the top.
Oh, where are we here? I don't expect a lot of people. Oh God. All right, let's then why don't we? Why don't we?
Yayo's Bolivian. An ex-Cocalero turned cocaine.
I don't expect a lot of people to play on advanced, but I like it because I mean, it makes you. I think with this, I think this is a game where your difficulty level will dictate how you play the game. Because on advanced, there's no way that I can just kick the front door into a base and just start going guns blazing. I can't do that. There's no way I can. I would die so fast. Like I said, it takes a bullet, stealth-wise, to kill one of them. It takes that much, if not less, to kill me. So, while it is easy for me to kill them, it is very easy for them to kill me at the same time. And I think you need that, to be honest. I think you need that.
Got the root of a cartel supply chopper.
Because I don't like a game where they say you have a different difficulty, but it's the exact same thing. I don't like that. Uh-oh. 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 Hurry up. Hurry up.
Coordinates for a precursor chemical stockpile here
Ow.
in Libertad. We need to take it out.
I know I'm running away from it. I think this game is good. If I had to give it a rating,
started getting all philosophical and shit about drugs. I was chilling with
I'd probably give, well,
and he bust out with this shit like
my rating might make it sound like I'm saying it's worse than it is, but I would give this, easily give this game I give it a 7 now, but if they fix the multiplayer bugs and glitches, I bump it up to an 8. So as it is right now, I give it a 7. But if they better the game and I am assuming give the community what they want, I would bump it up to an 8. Because now I'm not super high on this game, but I like it. I mean, it's good. It's fun. It's a fun game to play. There's no denying that. So yeah, there's just those bugs. If those bugs weren't present, it would be an 8 for sure. But right now we're going to give it a 7 because those bugs really do. And sometimes I find that the game will just drop us from being in the same party. Like my screen will say he left and his screen will say I left. It just drops us. And we're not in each other's game. We're not in a game anymore. And so it's things like that are really a buzzkill. You know, you're having fun, you're doing all these fun things, and all of a sudden, you know, that's gone. You don't get to have fun anymore. I guess you can say. But yeah, it's really good though. Really good game. Let's see, flare gun, lure. So that was my kind of review, I guess, on this game. I'm not sure how many hours I've put into it, but I know that this is a game that I think I can trust. I can trust it to have fun. I will always be able to play this game and have fun. But there are, you know, there are some things that get annoying. I mean, that's present with any game, really. When you think about it, there are always things that are annoying in games. But this one, it does a really good job, I think. Does a really good job of basically, like I said earlier, being what it is and what Ghost Recon is, but not pushing the letter of this super ultra realistic game. And I think that really helped it. And in my mind, it's like this game is a combination of Just Cause meets Far Cry, because this game reminds me a lot of Far Cry. It really does. Just Cause meets Far Cry meets Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto in the arcadiness of the game is why I would say Grand Theft Auto. But I don't think a lot of people don't like that arcadiness, but I don't think that same way. I think that it's a good thing that it's got that arcadiness to it, because if it didn't, I don't think it would appeal to near as many people. See, I'm at 16% here on the cartel destabilization. Operation Kingslayer. Oh, that's just my level. Yeah. I think that the overall story, I think it's pretty good. I mean, I like the idea of destabilizing a drug cartel in a video game. Yeah, look at. I mean, essentially, this is what I'm talking about, a lot of content. Each of these guys, you know, they've each got missions attached to them. This guy here, 5 missions, 6 missions. He's only got 4 missions. He had 5 missions. There's 2 missions for this guy. 1 mission there. And then you go and you fight this guy. I mean, I like that. I like how you kind of have to work for it, you know? 6 missions here. 6 missions there. Another 6. 5 here, you know? This is what I'm saying by a lot of content. There's a lot of missions here to do. There's a lot of things to do, and I like that about this game. And I mean, I love how you get unique weapons too. I mean, it's not just you beat him. You know, you get rewarded for it, and I think that's... And again, I think it's important. It makes the player happy when, you know, they feel like they accomplished something. They don't just feel like, well, I beat this guy. You know, you get rewarded things for it. Look at here. 15,000 gasoline. 10 skill points. Those are things, important things that, you know, they make the customer or the consumer want to get to El Sueño. They make them want to beat this, to complete the main storyline, because it takes some time. I've only completed 3 provinces, and I've gotten stuck on a couple missions. I've gotten stuck. I've had to probably start my game, or not my game, but I've probably died 9 times. You know, and I think that's good. Now, granted, I am playing at advanced difficulty, but it still makes the game fun. You know, this is a game where I don't think the hard difficulty makes you mad at the game. I think it makes it more fun, because it makes you explore ways to play a game other than to just kick a door in and try to shoot everybody. You know, it gives it more of a tactical aspect, and I like that. Some people don't like that. That's why I think those people would play on the lower difficulties. And I would encourage them to do that, because if that's how they like to play the game, go ahead and play it on the lower difficulty. But So basically, I've only done one mission here, but I did attack one. Then we went and did Montauk, I think. And then we went and did San Mateo. Those are the only 3 that we've done. Now, there are quite a few here. I mean, as you can plainly see. And some of these don't have a boss attached to them. And I don't know if they're just places where they put, like, you know, your weapons cases, your accessory cases, your skill points, and your bonus medals. I don't know if that's what they just pump those full of those things. Because I haven't really played much of this. But I'm assuming that's what those are for. You know, your Monte Punku, Dia Luna. You know, these ones. These few. There's not very many. But these few of them, there's like 3 or 4. And if those are just places where they put more, you know, weapon cases, you know, accessories, we'll say, then I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. I don't think you need every place. You know, I think that it's actually important to have a few places in your game where you can just go to relieve yourself, per se, from the missions and stuff like that. And I could be wrong, but if that's true, if what I'm thinking is true, then I think it's really important that they do that. And that they did do it. And like I said, there's much more to do in each province than just the missions. And this is a prime example. Look at all these things. All these things to do around here that I haven't done yet. And I've completed the missions. So many things to do. And that's good, you know? Those are... I can dump time into this game. And I love games that take time. I don't like a game... And some of them are good. I shouldn't say I don't like a game. I should say... games that take less time and are only comprised of their story, and that makes the whole game, those are good. But games like this that only take the upside of 15 hours, come on, you know, it feels like they kind of half did it. This game doesn't. It gives me a feel like they made a game here. They did something with this. I feel like they were serious with this game. Look at all this stuff, all these missions, all these skill points to pick up, all these extra things that makes this game so much more than just a story. And I think that's really cool, really important. And like I said earlier, may sound like it, but I'm not I'm not 100%, I'm not a fanboy of this game. It's good, but I'm not a fanboy. There are problems. That's why I gave it a 7. But you know, if those problems weren't present, I'd still give it an 8 because this, I mean, for me the story would have to be much more. For me to give a 10 out of 10, I need either the story or explanation or both, or exploration, excuse me, or both to be like very superior on the scale of other games in that generation around that time period. This game, I don't think the story does. I don't think the story is superior or equal to what we get in games that have very good stories. So I don't think the story drives this game home. I think the exploration is very good. There are many things to do here. I don't think it's top notch. That's why I'm not putting this in the 10 or 9 range. Because for me, in an open world game, I should have clarified that. In an open world game, story or exploration needs to be superior or on par with games that we have available to us. And this game, I don't feel like the story definitely doesn't. Not that it's bad, it just definitely doesn't. And the exploration is very good, but there are some setbacks. or I shouldn't say setbacks, but there are some things that other games definitely do better than this one. But this is good. It's very good. Many things to explore. That's why I keep it in that 7 or 8 range. And again, you take away those multiplayer matchmaking, or excuse me, multiplayer lobby issues, then I definitely make this an 8, but I could never go higher than an 8 because of its not bad, but definitely not amazing story. And it's got good
Think your ears hear truth too? And he like starts talking
exploration,
about how your eyes.
but not good enough to the point where I could raise this from an 8 to a 9 or a 10.